Good morning, students. Welcome back to your mathematics class. Today, we are going to start a very important topic under the same chapter of trigonometry, that is multiple and submultiple angles. Now, why it is so important, just now I said, because it is having a very vast role in further studies, that is in calculus, mainly in calculus. Derivatives you have in class 11, there you will find the use of these formulas which I will be discussing with you today in a vast manner. Not only that, when you all will be in class 12, you will be learning these formulas again. The application of multiple and submultiple angles is really important. Okay, but before going to just mugging up the formulas or telling you that these are the formulas and these what you have to remember and these are the application problems, students, I would like to give you a explanation on the derivation, the origin of all these sort of formulas, because these formulas are derived from the compound angle formulas or some transformation angle formulas only. Okay, just in the last week only, you have seen what you have seen. I have given you an introduction on transformation formula. There we have all derived these formulas from where? Yes, you are right. That is compound angles, isn't it? So today only we are going to again derive the multiple and submultiple angle formulas from this same set of formulas, that is compound angle formulas. See, you can see all that I have written some of it on the board. No, but let me explain you one more thing before that. What do you mean by multiple angles, by the way? And what do you mean by submultiple angles, by the way? Multiple angles are the angles, like if A is the angle I am talking about, then the multiples of it, what is that? 2A, 3A, 4A, 6A, 10A, 20A, 30A, anything in the multiple sets. Okay, and the submultiples are like A by 2, A by 3, A by 4. Okay, so I hope that particular word, multiple, submultiple, use of that particular term in the trigonometry is clear to all of you. Now, let me start the explanation or introduction to all these formulas which I will be writing today from compound angles. Okay, now see, the first one I have written for you is sine of A plus B is sine A cos B plus cos A sine B. So here it is A and B, there are two angles. I will be substituting in the place of B again a A. So what will become? Let us see what is going to become here. If you are going to substitute A is equals to B, so focus on this. The first one, sine A plus A. So all the B angles are now going to become A only, and there we have a sine B, that is also going to become A only. Now read the first formula again, sine A plus A. So can I write sine A plus A as sine of 2A? Okay. Now read the RHS part, sine A cos A plus cos A sine A. Can I write it as 2 sine A cos A, because the same term is there here and there. Okay. So this is the first formula. See how easy it is. No. So the first formula, sine 2A, which is very famous and its application is vast. So just now derived in front of you, just by substituting A is equals to B. So similarly, have a look on cos of A plus B. So again, if I am going to do the same thing, the same activity is repeated, that in the place of B, I am going to put a again. Okay. So similarly, it will be cos A and a cos A. The second, third part will be A and A. So sin A, sin A. So cos A is cos square A. Sin A is sin square A. Fine. So I hope you understood that what I am going to write. I am going to write for you the formula for cos 2a. That is cos square a minus sin square a. Okay. Now what is this? Tan a plus b. Same activity should be repeated. I will tell you something more about this cos 2a. But wait a minute. Let me finish this part. A plus a, tan a plus a is giving you tan 2a. So I am going to write here only tan 2a. So tan a plus tan a and 1 minus tan a tan b. So how the formula is going to become now? The formula is going to become now 2 tan a by 1 minus tan square a. See, just have a look on it. The three formulas just now I have written in front of you is derived from where? Is derived from the compound angle set of formulas. Okay. Now I will tell you something more about cos 2a. This cos 2a, what you can see here, can be even written as in different manner, that is in terms of either only cos a or in terms of only sin a. And how it can be written like? See here, cos 2a, just now you people have derived, is cos square a minus sin square a. Now can I write this one? Say if I am going to change this one to 1 minus sin square a. So the formula will be 1 minus 2 sin square a. And the same manner, if sin square a is 1 minus cos square a, then it is going to become 2 cos square a minus 1. Please students see and just notice this one. You can use the formula of cos 2a according to your convenience. Means if you need to substitute in terms of only sine, then you will use this one. And if you need to put it only in terms of cos, you will use this one. Fine. So using this particular set, we are going to get another set of very important formula. Just have a look on it. Okay. Now, this cos 2a is written as 1 minus 2 sin square a. Correct. Can we write 2 sin square a is equals to 1 minus cos 2a. You will all agree this one to me. Okay. So this is very important. Very important. Why you know? Because here the angle is A and here the angle is 2a. So this is going to give birth to a new set of formula. I would say if I am going to get the value, I want to get the value of only sine A, then I can get it from cos 2a. And how is it? See the one I am writing here. See. Have you understood this one? 2 sine square a was 1 minus cos 2a. Correct. Now what is sine a I can write like? I can write sine a in terms of cos 2a. So this particular set is remembered as how a child can write sine a in terms of cos 2a. So but that means what? If it is 30, it should be 60. Okay. If it is 45, it should be 90. And it has a vast application. We will come to the problems later on. This class is only meant for the introduction of the submultiple and multiple angles only. Okay. Now a similar way, if I wish to write down like cos a also in terms of cos 2a. How can you write it? See, you will be getting cos 2a as 2 cos square a minus 1. If you are going to shift this minus 1 here, so you are going to get what? You will be getting cos a is equals to root over of, see, 1 plus cos 2a In the case of sine, it was minus in between. In the case of cos, it is plus in between. So, students, please remember them because this is very important. And we all know that sine by cos is how much? Yes, it is tan. So, in terms of tan also we can remember the formula. And that is this. This. Please have a look on it. Is it okay? Tan A is root over of 1 minus cos 2A by 1 plus cos 2A. And how I did that? I divided sine by cos, and sine A was 1 minus cos 2A by 2, a full root over, and cos A is in front of you. Divide them and get this one. So these are very important. These are all I'm writing in sets. Okay. Okay. Now after that, moving forward with the formulas of the multiple angles, another set is very important. If you wish to write down sine 2A, cos 2A and say tan 2A in terms of tan A, okay, in terms of tan A, then just remember how it can be done. Okay, this is another very important set of formulas. Okay, so this is 1 minus tan square A, cos 2A is, okay, see, 2 tan A by 1 plus tan square A. Students, I would like that you will be like deriving this formula by your own. Okay, this is your homework I'm giving you. You all try with that. You can come from RHS to LHS also, and you can come from sine 2A as 2 sine A cos A. There also you can substitute and get the value. Okay, now see, cos 2A is 1 minus tan square A by 1 plus tan square A. Now tan 2A is again the same thing, sin 2A by cos 2A. So we are getting 2 tan A by 1 minus tan square A, because the denominators are cancelling down, isn't it? So these three are another very important set of formulas. Okay, and all of them are just now not like that they're jumping from somewhere. It is not emerging just like from my mind. It is derived. These are all also known as, you can say that like we have a theorem and there is a corollary of it. Okay, similarly one formula is derived, and these are coming out of from these formulas, those mother formulas only. Okay, so even if you forget someday, it is not at all a difficult task for you to get the values of them by a simple derivation. Okay, so you don't need to mug up or learn them just like that. Now another multiple set will be 3A angle, and the 3A angle can be written by substituting B as 2A, like the one we substituted B as A, no, and we got sin 2A and cos 2A. The same way we can get 3A as A plus 2A. Okay, so by that we can find out the value of sin 3A, and that is 3 sin A minus 4 sin cube A. See, 3 sin A minus 4 sin cube A, and cos 3A. Cos 3A is 4 cos cube A minus 3 cos A. 4 cos cube A minus 3 cos A. Okay, don't make any mistake. learn them very carefully, okay, and have to substitute in the problem. So please be very careful. Now this is tan 3a. Do you remember that we have already used this formula where? Yes, in the last class. And I have told you we are going to soon get this particular formula in our next class. So here it is. In the problem of tan 20, tan 40, tan 60, remember we have used this formula and we have made the problem shorter by using this particular tan 3a. So here it is, okay. So all of them are very important. So these are the formulas I have listed here based on the multiple angles, correct. Now I have even given you a topic along with multiple angles, a sub-multiple angles. But I haven't talked about it yet. So let us understand what is the difference between that. You know one thing that you don't have to remember separately. You do not have to remember separately all of them. Okay. So what I was talking about is, see the formulas of the multiple angles here. Correct. Now if it is submultiple, what is the meaning of that? Say it is a by 2. So if our angle is a, that is 60 degree, then its a by 2 will be 30 degree. Fine. If our angle is 90, then its a by 2 will be how much? Yes, that is 45 degree. And its a by 3 will be how much? 30 degree. So similarly, you do not have to separately remember the formulas of submultiple angles. Students, why I am describing you will understand just now. See, if the thing, this particular first formula is in your mind, then how you can write down the submultiple? You can remove this 2 here, and you know one thing, this is how it becomes. It's so easy. Fine. So sine A, sine 2a was 2 sine A cos A. You can remember sine A as 2 sine A by 2 cos A by 2. It is not that it is coming and dropping down. It is when A becomes A by 2. When 2a is halved, then accordingly that A will be also halved. That is what I have done here. So in the same case, in this cos 2a, if it is half, 2a half means 2a becomes a, then this angle will also become a by 2 and a by 2. And accordingly you can even write 1 minus 2 sine square a by 2 or 2 cos square a by 2 minus 1. Is it okay? Now this third one, tan 2a. Tan 2a also can be written in the same way. I am putting a bracket here. And here it will be a by 2, a by 2. Understood? What about sine 3a? In sine 3a, this 3a angle, if it is 1/3 now, then 3a will become a only. 3a will become a, and this is a by 3. And this will be also a by 3. Understood? Now this is also, when it is becoming a, then this is also a by 3 and a by 3. Okay, so this is how the submultiple and multiple angles, all the list of multiple angles can be again relisted with the a by 2s and a by 3. I will be providing you definitely a list of formulas, but what you have to do, you will be writing down on one side, say this is, if this is your copy, on one side you will list out all the angles, multiple angles, the class 4 copy I was talking about. So on one side, if all the multiple angles are there, then the another side you will be having all the list of series of submultiple angles. It will help you for a better comparison. and you will be able to learn parallelly all the formulas. Now this is an introductory class of your multiple and submultiple angles. Now what I want you from you, that if before jumping into the problems of multiple and submultiple, you people should be prepared with the formulas so that we are also ready for doing the problems, because unless and otherwise every formula starting from trigonometry functions to compound to transformation to multiple and submultiple is there in your mind, it is impossible for all of us to think about a problem given in trigonometry and further in calculus. Okay, so this is all for today's session. Please, suggestions are given to you. Please do work on that and learn them properly, and I will be coming back to all of you with a set of problems on multiple and submultiple angles. Okay, and I hope you are even practicing the problems. The homework I gave you on transformation formula, have you done it? Please, those who haven't completed it yet, do complete it. And where you're going to put it down? Yes, in your classwork copy. Okay, my dear children. So, that's all for today. Have a good day.